Hi and welcome to Ru's Kitchen and Garden. So today, this video is just to say hi and hello. It's been long time. I think after my crab video, I made one more video, and after that, I've been missing in action. So of course, I was out on a weekend getaway, and I was busy with friends are down here and things are happening. So I have been busy. Honestly, also I have not been cooking a lot. So when I don't cook, I don't make videos. So I will cook for sure soon. Like I said, life has been a bit busy. But what I wanted to show you now is, of course, the rooftop kitchen garden. This is an update video of what's growing up there and stuff like that. But I also wanted to show you one corner of my house. I think I haven't shown that to you yet because there was nothing great to show. That was a neglected space almost, which is Ane's patio. But I'm growing okras and I'm growing some marigolds and zinnias there. Marigold and zinnia are basically for pollination, helping in pollination for the okras, and also for just to spruce up the balcony. The existing bougainvillea is the canopy. There are not as many flowers that I would like them to have, but it's not looking bad either. So let's go to Anay's patio, and I'll also show you his room and see what's growing on that balcony. So let's go. So here we are. That's Anay's room. He's downstairs now. He's just back from school. So it's not messy. But once he comes in, obviously, like how all the boys have their room, it's going to be messy. So this is the patio that I was talking about. Look how beautiful it's looking. I was just watering the plants, and that's when this idea came that I've actually not showed you this part of the house, and I should show you. This is the bougainvillea. Not many flowers. I mean, I would expect more flowers, but it's doing good. This is Madhumalti. I have to transfer this down. But anyways, you just take a nice look at this beautiful, beautiful balcony. The marigolds. I've put bok choy here on top, like salad greens, and this rose, I just bought it day before yesterday. It will go in a pot soon. I loved the beautiful color that this rose had, and I also loved the fragrance. I love roses which have good flower size, good fragrance, and rich color. And these are my okras. Let's count them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So we have 22 okras. 22 seeds I put, or maybe more, and they came. And beautiful okras. I pluck uh, a minimum of 4 to 5 every day, So then we keep them in the fridge for a week. So, like, we have around 20, 25 okras by the end of the week, and then I make a nice okra fry or okra sabzi, which is very good for cleaning your bowels, and it reduces sugar in diabetic patients. It's really nice. So these are zinnias, different colors. I love zinnias because I always keep saying zinnias are like a rainbow in a pot. Just look at these colors: pink, yellow, a beautiful orange, light orange, dark orange, a fuchsia pink. After a light pink, this is a nice rich fuchsia pink, and then this yellow again, this pink. There's maroon. There's so many different colors in zinnias. It's just beautiful. They're double petaled zinnias. Another okra, and this marigold. This is beautiful. These are some bok choys. And what I do is, with these marigolds, they have a lifespan. So when they are dry, just put the seeds, same you can see in the pot. Just put it back in the pot again, and you will have new plants growing. Some more bok choy we harvested basically some. And see this. okra. This is the cover. Starts with the flower. The flower has got ants. These ants are basically now trying to put the what do you say? Mm, mealy bug eggs. They're gonna put the mealy. So it's easy. Just wash them off, water them off, wash them off. Right now, I'm not putting force. So if I put some force, they will just get washed off, and that's it. This is the tank that I have here for water. So I can urgently, like, when I feel the soil is dry, when I come out, I can just quickly water. It's very funny. I fill it from up here. I put the pipe down and I fill it here. It's very funny. Just give me a moment. I'm going to take these ants off. I have a spray here. And this is my cupboard for all the, gardening stuff. And chicken manure has fallen down. It's empty. Let's just pick it up, but it's empty right now. So it's for me to throw it. So that's it. Let me zoom out and show you a nice view of my garden. This patio garden. Nice, right? It's beautiful. This place was barren. And these colors together, this pink and orange, makes it so festive, These are the colors basically we use in India when we think of celebration, we think of this. So this green, pink, orange is just beautiful. This Madhumalti here, right now it's only got these flowers, but still it's so fragrant. So in the evening this balcony is fragrant, and during the day it is so colorful and also so productive. Let's go to the terrace and see what's growing there. Let's go to the rooftop now and see what's growing on the rooftop. When I went, I told you, I feel, okay, this is very self-praise, but I feel when I'm away, I'm on a holiday or I've gone somewhere, my garden misses me and doesn't look as green or as productive. Sorry for all the washing that is drying here. Singapore is soon going to celebrate its National Day. So we have the flags put here. See, oh yeah, this I wanted to, that's my compost. And this is our Camellia. So beautiful this plant is. I watered it yesterday, so it's moist, the soil. But it looks like rose. Just look at the amount of flowers on this right now. Isn't it beautiful? Look at the size. It looks like roses, And when it dries, just take it out, put it in your composting pile. Just look at this. Isn't it beautiful? I think I should move it a little outside so people there can also see this beauty of this plant. And again, marigolds. And whatever dries, these, just pluck them. And when I have a lot of free time in hand, when I'm here in the evening and after I finish my walk, I just pluck them and I put them in the pot again. So they keep growing. New ones keep growing. These will die. This is basil. You're doing so well. You need to pluck these, these tops. Pluck them from the top. So what happens is, this way you push the growth downwards, and you'll see a prolific growth in this. It will grow sideways and it won't turn woody, and the leaves won't be small in size. See this calamansi? See the size of this. It's nice. I just put it in my soda sometime in the evening, or just in my water if I'm drinking it here. Very nice. Vitamin C rich. These are tacomas, the yellow ones. They are nice and open in the morning, and hummingbirds just love it. Now because I've put the flag here, the hummingbirds are going to get blocked. But yeah, let's go to the other side and see what's growing there. Okay, now this is my favorite side. This is my sanctuary, as I call it. This is now video of which month is this? Is July, end July literally. So yeah, lime. No lime yet. There might just be a grasshopper and I might scream out loud. So be prepared. This is coriander. And see this lemon. These are going to turn yellow. Just look at them. Nice. This one you've got here, this, you see this mealybug? Just pay attention and remove it. As long as the damage is less and not too much, you can just remove it, pluck them by your hand, pluck them off by your hands. This lemon here, lemons. And see these big eggplants, big round. I showed a picture, I think it's on my Instagram. I plucked it when it became big. There were two. One of them started, what do you say, tearing off, you know. So we had to throw that one. We plucked the good one. This is mulberry. The birds don't keep the mulberries. They are nice and red mulberries. But the birds don't keep them. Anyways, these are my bananas. I brought them from town below, behind, because there the other trees are so big that these weren't growing. Now you see they're here and they're growing. These also I'm going to separate them, like space them out so they get space to grow. I had to put this net thanks to the birds here. They just keep eating all my seeds and no plants grow, and I keep thinking the seeds are bad, but I forget that there are these naughty birds here that keep eating my seeds. Once the spinach grows to like a decent size, I will remove these nets, because then the pigeons don't bite them. See this coriander. And also when I'm gone, every evening when I come here, I just pull these weeds out. But if I am not around, these weeds take full chance and just keep growing wild. Yeah, there's coriander here. We can take this down with us now, this bunch, so tomorrow I can grow more. This is cauliflower. 1st of May I think I sowed it on. It's become quite big, the leaves. Then these are my thorny eggplants, as you know, kateri vangi I keep saying, and I keep telling you that stuffed eggplants really taste nice with this variety. These are my tomatoes. If you can see, there are small tomatoes growing, and I've kept them off, like I've put this net because I want to protect them from grasshoppers. These are my turmeric. This is my turmeric there, if you can see. And these are sweet potatoes. We just planted those sweet potatoes. You must have seen again on my Instagram page. There were so many slips from the sweet potatoes. So these bags are, you know what bags we get in India nowadays? If you go to the tailor, since plastic is banned, nowadays everybody started giving these bags. So we've put cocoa peat inside, and then we've put the sweet potatoes in this because it's going to be easy to take them out once they grow. Bay leaf, as you know, my pomegranate, as you can see. My pomegranate gets these spots. I don't know what to do with it. I fertilize them properly. I give them enough water. I even actually cut out everything, thinking, new pomegranates will grow and they won't have. From inside, the fruit is excellent, no problem. But from outside, it's like this, and it hurts me to see it this way. So please, if anybody knows what to do, let me know. Then this one is, see, because sometimes it's raining heavily for days, sometimes it doesn't rain, so it's all cracking up. You see that sponge gourd? There's a sponge gourd there, and I'll show you more. There's more sponge gourd there. These are our chilies. I just harvested some yesterday, and you can see so many flowers. This is another kind of eggplant variety. It needs water, though I watered it last night only. But plants need it. It's so hot here in Singapore, trust me. When it's not raining, it is so hot. This is a long variety of eggplant. This again the net for the seedlings, because the pigeons eat them up. Then this is again my cauliflower, spinach. This is capsicum, because like I said, the mynas eat the capsicum. You'll only get a hollow shell if you don't cover them. And you see the ashcot there? Can you see it? there's an ash god there, and there is also a sponge god there. Yeah, growing there somewhere. Then this is another variety of eggplant. This grows very big. I don't know how big, but when I planted it, it said the seed said big variety. These are the pineapples that are growing again. This is the Taiwanese type. Samir brought these pineapples from somewhere and I planted the tops. They are growing, so it's good news. This is Aula that I brought from India. See how big it's become. This is the Krishna Kamal. No flowers today. Yeah, no flower. This is the grape. See, from where it started from there. This thick branch, if you can see, I'll show you. This one. This is grape. Started from here, climbed up, gone all the way there. Lots of leaves here, as if it's decided not to have leaves anywhere but just have leaves here. And then it's come down, and then it's going somewhere. We'll see where it's going. Some more cauliflower there, and here I have capsicum I saw yesterday. I think there are 2, 3, yes. Nice capsicums are there. Egg bitter gourd, I saw one yesterday. Yes, there. And I saw one more somewhere. Maybe Maravicus. No, it's there. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, there. And bottle gourds. This leafy green amaranth. This is ginger, by the way. Both are gingers. And this is again Kateri eggplant, the thorny variety. This is poi saag, the Malabar spinach, growing so very well. It's so good for health. Please Google, please try and understand the importance of this vegetable. I just cannot emphasize more how beautiful this vegetable is for your health. I'm just focusing at ash god right now. I don't think it's, they say when the ash, you see ash, it's ready to harvest, and when the stalk looks dry. But if you can see, the stalk doesn't look dry as of now, so I will let it be. I don't know when is the right time to harvest it, to be honest. So yeah, that is pepper, which is burning. I don't know what's happening to this one. I didn't see any pepper this season, though this plant produces a lot of pepper. And this is pan. The leaves are really small. What I want to show you is, see what is happening here. This is growing from the soil, and there is one more ash god. Can you see it? Can you see it? Let me show you. Yeah. How am I ever going to take this one out? I don't know, because it's growing on the net and it's completely covered. And this is my backyard, as you know. I'm growing things here. A drumstick, tree, and all of that. Now the soil needs watering for sure. See, it's almost dry, so you can dust it off. So I will water it now, but I've got a call for my dinner. It's 5:30 in the evening and dinner is ready, and this is generally when I have dinner. So I will go have dinner and I'll come back for my evening walk, and that's when I will water my plants. So yes, I hope you liked watching this kitchen garden, rooftop garden update video and the patio that I showed you. If you have any questions regarding how to grow, what to grow, what's happening, any problems, any doubts, anything, do write it in the comment box below. And also, I asked you a question: what is happening to my pomegranate? Please let me know if you know the answer to this question. I tried to Google it also, but I couldn't get satisfactory answers. It happens sometimes, the collective hive mind of people sometimes is far better, and you find solutions that you don't even find on Google. Exactly what you're looking for, you find it when you ask people. Human touch. So yeah, this is it. I hope you liked today's video, and thank you for watching Ru's Kitchen and Garden. See you soon. Bye. Okay, sorry. Now since I was going down for dinner, I thought I should show you this garden as well, which is like my flower garden. This is the backyard, as you know. The fruits and some of the vegetables grow here. But this, see, everything is so droopy right now because it's been a hot day. So, ooh, some update. Wait, I'll show you. So this is what I wanted to show you. Not in the best condition because it needs water, but this is tur dal. I'm growing tur dal, the wet oli tur we call it. See this? This is an act of either a monkey or a civet cat that has jumped on my plant and broken this. Very bad. Really very bad. But yeah, see these roses. They are so fragrant. So fragrant, really. Look at them. Oof. Just look at this rose. Ah, beautiful. So I wanted to show you this, and I'm not even going on that side, no, because I have to go down for dinner now. And yeah, I want to show you something more. Oh, let's see the guavas actually, and that's why if you can hear the parrots, so many of them right now. See the guavas. Can you see? Almost every branch has guavas. Every branch. And that is the reason why these civet cats and monkeys and parrots and miners and I don't know what not, just nothing. They just don't spare this, you know. But I am really not complaining because this is why I am growing these things. More than me, I really want different fauna to grow, different animals to come and eat and enjoy. This is my Raat Ki Rani. Just imagine how big this is. And but it will reach flowering stage in a few days now, and the gardeners will come and chop it off. This is ylang ylang. Very relaxing flower. The fragrance is really relaxing, and it's an entire line of ylang ylang, as you know. These are jasmines. Here, this is the Royal Duke of Tuscany, the big jasmine, and this is Anant, my gardenia. So it's got very favorable conditions to grow now over here. So they really flower a lot, and let's take them down actually for a puja. Actually, Narivik collects flowers every day when she comes to clean the garden. So I have a lot of flowers for puja. See this? Chameli. Nice. And this is Parijat. You just see the amount of flowers on this also. Harshringar or Parijat. And they're like all scattered down below. Then there's a rose there. Yeah. And this is Kamini. Orange jessamine it's called. My god, the fragrance really. So yeah, this is it. Now I am heading down. This is one more marigold here. Marigold is just growing everywhere, ylang ylang. And this is that bougainvillea which we could see from Anne's balcony, and these swings. So alright, saying bye once again. Bye now.